So what's up, YouTube? So today is bleeding the brakes, and I had to fix the brake master cylinder. I'll show you all that here in a second. Well, I had to make up a brake line because the other one broke, and I'll show you which one I'm talking about. So I just used the old one that was pretty much bent the way it should have been, because bending these brake lines can be a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. It's just, you gotta have like that certain bend and all that. I have a little bending tool and all that, but it's not easy. It's a little time consuming, and it gets annoying. I hate doing brake lines and stuff, but I got all this like it's supposed to be. Hopefully this works. I just flared it using this tool. You got 3/16. You stick this in, then you use this little tool right here and turn it down, and it flares it out like that. And then I got this other tool that you clean the little burrs off with and all that. But we're gonna go see if this thing works. See, this is the little bending tool thingamajigger. But here is the brake master cylinder. There's your little reservoir. If you look inside here, there's a little thing in there that goes back and forth. You can kind of see it. Well, what's in there right now should be out here, like this one. So pretty much it should be looking like that, which this one doesn't, because this piece right here, it's purple. See, a purple piece in the inside is pushed all the way back to about like right here somewhere, and that was my problem. So that was my problem when I was trying to bleed the brakes. It wasn't doing nothing. Like, I've left like 30 minutes. I'm gonna get nothing to come out, and that's off the SI, I believe. And then the one that's on there right now is the original one. So I just went and bought a new one so I wouldn't have this trouble anymore. But supposedly, you can rebuild these things. I don't know how. Well, I see the little C-clip right there. So I guess whatever this is in the inside right here will come out. And I guess that's how you rebuild them, I guess. But you can rebuild these things. But I got a brand new one because I'm trying to bleed these brakes. And I'm trying to get this done. So all you gotta do when you buy these from Napa, they don't come with the little reservoir on top, so you gotta use your old one. So that's what I'm gonna do, is use that one. Put it on here. I wish it came with one, but it didn't. But that's where the brake line broke off last night. It was right there. I had to remake that up. So pretty much it goes from right here all the way to right here. And it's a weird like angle and all that. So hopefully the one I just made works. Alright, so now it's time to bleed the brakes. I finally got this brake line on and all that. It was this one, new master cylinder. And you top it off, dot 3 or dot 4, whatever your car takes. You go inside, push the brake. Do that a few times, like 10 times. Seeing it go down. Seeing it go down, so you go to your furthest one away from your master cylinder, which is going to be the back passenger. So you start there, and you go to the driver rear. Then you come to right here to the passenger side front, and that's that. You work your way back to your master cylinder. So you start back here, over there, right here, to right there. You're probably going to have to do it 3 times, 4 times, just so you get all the air out. And I'm doing it this way since I'm by myself. You got a little bottle and all that. You fill it up a little ways, cut a couple holes in the top to let the air out. Crack your little valve right here. And it's gonna release the air. You see the bubbles. Go back to the front. Still got fluid, so that's good. I'm gonna pump it again. Stop that right there. You don't want to pump it too far down because then you're going to suck air back in the system. This one's full. Fill it back up. I'm going to pump it a few more times. Make sure you're going all the way to the floor. More air bubbles are coming up. So that's good. See, if you do it a few times, we got fluid coming through. This is all air right here, and this is the fluid behind us, so that's good. Pumped it about 10 times, the pedal. Got some more air. Alright, so I want to touch base on a little bit more on how to bleed your brakes. I don't feel like I did in the last clip explaining enough. So what you want to do is when you're bleeding your brakes is start right here at your passenger rear. Start there, have your little bottle with the tube going in the bottle, and that's for so you're doing it by yourself like I was. When you're pumping the brake, when you're letting back up, it don't suck air back into it. If you have like two people, usually you push down, you have a person back here at the little bleeder valve, crack it open, let the stuff squirt out, shut it. Well, if you're by yourself, you can't really do that. So you'll have the bottle with the tube going into it. So you have like a little bit of brake fluid, so when you're letting off the brake, it sucks fluid back and not air. So it's letting air out, but fluid going back in. That's the way you do it by yourself. So you do that. I went around 3-4 times last night. I started back here, worked my way around, did it 4 times, and then I did it another time today, so it's 5 times by myself. And then I got my mom to go in there and start pushing it, and I was back here doing the valve and to get rest of the fluid. I pretty much drained the old fluid out pretty much. I like pushed air out and then flushed the system too while I was at it. It's green, it's weird. So I got the e-brakes and all figured out. I got a screw in it right there on both sides. I wouldn't really recommend doing that how I have it, but it's just temporarily now. I adjusted the e-brake and all that. So right now I'm about to put tires back on and take it for a test. Alright, so we're having another problem. I'm always having problems with these cars, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So these came from Rock Auto, and this is what I'm having. You hear that? So this rotor right here is hitting this bracket back here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's hitting right there. Then it stops, then it hits, and then it stops. I'm thinking that these could possibly be warped. So I went to Napa, bought me some another pair, and I'm gonna test my theory. I think that's the word I'm looking for, that these could be warped, because there's a possibility that brand new ones can be warped. So I think I fixed the problem, but the thing is, I don't know what I did. Now it's not scraping. It's not scraping now. But I think it's something to do with this wheel hub. I don't know if it's bent or what. I think it's bent, or the wheel or the bearing's bad in it, because you can kind of see a little bit of wobble in it, just a little bit. But I think it's just the way this thing was sitting on there. I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know. I don't know what I did. I just came back out here and now it's like sitting on there right. It's not scraping or anything now, which is crazy. No scraping. So now I'm gonna put this back on, the caliper back. Oh, just gonna put the caliper back on, put it back together, and see if it works. Cause I'm just baffled, but I think it's something to do with this wheel hub. I believe it's just not sitting on the right with all this rust, or it's like bent or something, or it's just bad. I wasn't gonna go get a new one, but if I can make this one work, I want to make it work. So I'm gonna put all this back together and see if it works. Well, I think I fixed it. I don't hear the noise no more. Might need a little bit more bleeding in the brakes, but I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it, and I don't know what I did to fix it. No more that's like grinding sound, where like the rotors were grinding up against the brake caliper bracket. No more of that. I think ride's pretty good too. Man, you don't know how happy I am right now.